What's up, guys? It's Savvy here. I was looking through the YouTube videos and I see a bunch of NHL 13 demo glitch goal tutorials. I just wanted to show you guys how awesome this game really is if you play it right. And I've come up with a few tips that might help you out if you really want to play the game of hockey. First off, take this time of the demo to learn the strategies. You know, EA spent a lot of time on the AI this year, totally revamped it, and as a result of that, they came up with some new strategies. But if you go to visual settings right here, I like to play on Superstar. You can play on whatever you want. I find it the most fun on Superstar. But if you go to visual settings here, all the way to the bottom, and you'll see forecheck visual guides. And if you turn that on, it's kind of like an advanced position indicator, like the blue arrow you see in EASHL and Be a Pro. And let's take a look at these strategies here. You see the forecheck, 1-2-2 passive, 2-3 weak side lock, 1-2-2 aggressive. You got the bias, which determines if you stay or if you go full forecheck or stay back in the neutral zone. We'll take a look at the neutral zone strategies here. We got 1-3-1, 1-4, 1-2-2 red, 1-2-2 blue. And again, the bias, just determines if you're gonna like full out forecheck or just stay back in the neutral zone, set up for like a 1-3-1 or whatever. And as far as the visual guide goes, as you see when I dump it here, there's gonna be a blue box that shows up right there. That's like a position indicator where I'm supposed to be for the forecheck or the neutral zone setup, or whatever bias you're using. Like if you're closer to forecheck, it's going to show you where you're supposed to be for the forecheck, or if you're in the neutral zone, it's going to tell you to be stay further back in the neutral zone or whatever. But I think right here I'm using more of a forecheck. You see it's telling my player to stay a little bit closer and closer to the goal or whatever. And just try to stay in those positions. Helps you. It's a really good way to help you learn the strategies, what each strategy means. And right here I'm using more of a neutral zone bias. You see it's telling my player to stay up closer to the neutral zone. Right here it tells me to go to the middle. That's for the 1-3-1 setup, and we just kind of lock it down, get it deep, and wants me to stay back. And right here again you're going to see it wants me to stay up at the blue line. Just one guy goes in the forechecks, and then it sets me up in the middle there for the 1-3-1 again, and then it forces them to have to get it deep. And again, I'm set up at the left. That's where my box is, and you see the 1-3-1 beautifully displayed there. And next up, we're going to check out the dump and chase, which I think is going to be a very important strategy in NHL 13 because you got the top end speed now. You can really get to those loose pucks, get a good forecheck going. You just want to ring it around the boards like that. You can easily pick it up that way, or you can do the cross corner dump in, which I prefer the most, and you can also slap pass it in around the boards just like that. I'll tell you how to slap pass later in the video, but you see we're getting pretty good chances. I mean, I'm not playing that well as you can see, but you're getting possession there, and possession is key. I think a good chance there. Working it down low, cycling the puck, getting it deep, dump and chase, whatever. I think that's going to be a big part of the game this year, as I said. And even when your player doesn't have a step on the defenseman, the forecheck, you can still get the puck and get a really good chance. But if you got a winger, your opposite winger streaking down the boards, well, as you see here, that's a good example of not getting it deep. What happens when you don't get it deep? A turnover, and then right here you see a penalty. But as I was saying, you see your winger streaking down the boards with his top end speed now. Just get it cross corner. They can easily pick it up, especially if they have the step on the defenseman. And with the momentum and everything, it's definitely going to be a big part of the game this year, I think. I find it the most effective way to play, especially on Superstar. It's a lot of fun, dump it, get possession, cycle it around, get good chances. Right here's a good example. We get it deep here. We're on a power play. Just get possession right here. Work it down low. Then work it up high. Cycle it around. You'll get good chances, and it all starts from the dump and chase. See right here, you go D to D, right in the middle, but quick is freaking amazing. A good example of the new goalie animations this year. And then another new thing is like the AI adjust. You work it down low, get it deep. They'll think you're going to do that. As you see here, they think I'm going to get it deep, work it down low, and they back up, but I'm able to walk right into the slot and snipe it top corner. Another new addition, the chop. I've heard a lot of complaints about this. You know, it doesn't work every time, but I really like it. You know, if you're skating towards the boards, you try to poke check it, you can just chop it away, whichever direction you're aiming. It's kind of hard to one-touch pass this year, especially behind the net with the momentum from the top-end skating, but I find that if you kind of let up on the left stick and then reset your aim to whichever way you want to go, left or right, and then press the right bumper, it works really well. But, I mean, just like you're not going to hit every shot on net, you're not going to hit every puck you chop, but definitely a good tool to have this year. And the last thing, slap passing. I don't ever see people use this, actually. I don't think many people know it even exists. But if you hold the right trigger, wind up for a slap shot, and then let go of the right trigger, your player will do a slap pass. You know, it's a good tool to use from the point, because if you aim it at your players, you know, just press up. Whoever's in front of the net will automatically go for deflection, and you get some pretty good chances, as you see here. He gets a deflection and goes the opposite way that Quick is going. I think it could be pretty useful against human goalies, because, you know, they got the new anticipation thing this year. You know, if you get a deflection, they can anticipate one way and then puck goes the other. That could be really useful. And this last clip right here, this is a good example of everything. You know, get it deep, work it around, cycle it up to the D for a slap pass. Good chance. Quick can't get the puck. And a strong forecheck there. Get the puck, and bam, there's a goal. Pretty much everything worked in right there. I mean, this is just an attempt to throw some tips for NHL 13 that I thought might be helpful. Let me know what you think. You know, I got a new outro going right here. Let me know what you think of that too. I'm not even sure what I think of it, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you guys soon.